So, in terms of knowing yourself, you it's knowing yourself isn't like, ugh, I know what food I like, I know what my favorite color is. No one cares.
They
Let me tell you
don't.
right now, only your elementary school teachers care. No one cares now in the
Yep.
real world, okay,
Yep.
folks? So, this means that you need to know what you bring to the table. And by knowing yourself, you're also going to know when you need a challenge or when you need to step back so that your college experience is more valuable. So, for example, when I first got to UMBC, I was a yes woman. Oh, yes, I'll do alternative spring break. Oh, yes, I'll do the Sherman Center for Early Learning. Oh, yes, I'll mentor some people. Where in the time did I find time for myself? You
Never.
know, like you really have to learn when to say no. But that comes from knowing who you are and knowing how much you can take on. Now, I'm not saying that this is easy. I had to mess up a little bit and have stressful nights where I was like, oh my gosh, why am I doing all of this? But by me having those stressful nights, it made me realize more about how much I could handle and how much I could do, which helped me learn more about myself.
Yeah, that makes sense. I have something to add to that.
Yes, ma'am.
When I was in undergrad, I was doing the same thing. I was like, I want to do this. I was taking I think I was taking 5 or 6 classes
Yes.
plus running here, running there, joining this group, joining that group.
Mhm.
And I wanted to take a self-defense class. So I went to the first class and I was already pushing my schedule. This class started probably at 7 p.m. and didn't end till 9. I wasn't going to get home till 10. And I was like, but I really want to take this, so I'm just going to do it. And I
Mhm.
went to the first class. And then after that, it was too much. I was just like, I can't
Yes.
do it. This schedule is too rough. So what I did was I left that. It wasn't even a class. It was just an extracurricular thing. So I
Mhm.
just stopped it and said, like, just email the lady, because if you ever need to stop or quit something, you want to talk to the person who's in charge, so they don't think like, oh, this person's just blowing off,
Yes.
this program. She doesn't really care. You want to leave on a good note. I messaged her. Oh, I think I sent her an email and said, hey, I really enjoyed the first session. It was incredible, but my schedule is just so crazy. I won't be able to do this. I hope that you offer it in another semester. So I think they were offering the next semester. So I felt great about just stopping that. And so I can give more time to my studies, more time to everything I was doing, and just not being so stressed out. So if you have to stop something or give it up, that's not a sign of weakness or failure. You're taking care of yourself and knowing yourself enough to say, this is absolutely too much. Don't go running around. I'm taking 6 classes. I'm going to take 7 classes because I'm trying to keep up with that person.
Mhm.
That's how you end up a wreck in college.
Right. We do not want to be Rex, okay? Now, look, Eamon and I had to we had to put ourselves in that situation in order to get out. So we
Mhm.
don't want you all to have to go through that. But it really is trial and error. So you just have to try it out for yourself, but also know that you're paying for it. That's also the most important thing. You are
Yeah.
paying to get to learn. So you need to make the most out of it. So if you know it's too much for you, withdraw. That is okay.
Hmm.
You can take the class again. No
Okay,
one,
you mean withdraw from the class? I thought you meant withdraw from the
no,
school. I'm like, wait, hold on a second.
no, no,
Don't
no,
do
no.
that.
Do not throw out of school. What I am saying is withdraw from the class, or like Eamon said, contact the that's the first thing that you should always do. And this goes back to networking, and it's going to also tie into relationships. You need to speak up and let people know when you feel overwhelmed. It does not make
Yes.
you weak. It actually makes you look like a strong person.
Right.